was saying, I guess you pronounce her name.
You said she's from Zimbabwe?
Yeah, Dandiwe Newton from Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
So this lady, oh, we're talking. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to our podcast. Um, our podcast you get actually see here on YouTube and our what is it, Facebook. Um, so today we're going to discuss on the podcast. This lady, as y'all probably heard, Dandiwe Newton from Zimbabwe. In actuality, I got her mixed up with Zoe Salanda, if I'm saying the name correctly. I think she's I don't know which one is from the movie Crash. Either she or the other, but the movie that we watched, The Losers, with Idris Elba,
Okay, yeah.
when she was beating up the white guy in the hotel room when they was like in that country or whatever. You remember? And Idris Elba betrayed them at the end.
Oh, okay. You're talking about. I remember.
It was
I
called
remember.
The Losers.
Yes,
I
I
actually thought the
remember.
whole time this was her, and now as I'm reading, it's not her, but
So
it's
was
another.
it the lady who slept with the other guy? One of the guys who betrayed them at last? Was it the same girl you're talking about?
The girl was like the main girl in the movie
Yeah,
when
she
she
was
had
the
the
one who
kid.
slept with one of the guys. Remember one of the guys that is always messing around, sleeping with women, and they end up betraying him?
Oh, that was a white guy.
Yes.
Yeah. The one she beat up in the hotel room.
Yes.
Yeah. So the whole time I thought it was her, and I was like, damn, I didn't expect that from her. I didn't. I'm like, I didn't even know she was an immigrant.
Oh, she's not American?
No, I don't. I think she is.
Mm.
But when they said she was from Zimbabwe, the internet been getting her mixed up with this lady who looked just like her.
Mm.
And so the whole time people going in on Zoe, when it was actually this lady. She's like I said from Zimbabwe, but I think I read that she grew up in London, whatever. Oh, you hear that? Yeah, she messing up my podcast already.
I mean, come on, be talking. I'm listening.
All right, now I'll finish when you get here. Just grab her or whatever.
Yeah.
All right, before we get into it, so all right, let me while we're doing this, let me look up, make sure Zoe Solanda. Yeah, she's American.
Okay.
No, I got the wrong. Yeah, Zoe
So they were going.
Saldana. She's an American actress. All right, so yeah, the one we talking about, the one from Losers. Oh, she married to a white guy too. She got 3 white kids.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah, that's the girl.
All right, so this one is, as I said, then she's, as it says here.
But why did she pop up? Is she also having the same name?
No, she got a totally different name, but because they look so much alike, people mistook them. So she grew up in London, United Kingdom, Westminster. She's 49 years old,
Oh.
5'3".
Oh,
This is the lady that made the comments that everybody talking about.
Mm.
So this is the actual one. So it's not Zoe, it's her. But it's easy to see why they got them mixed up.
Oh yeah.
And let me see. Her husband name is Ole Parker. So trying to see what movie she was in. She's received various awards, including a Primetime Emmy Award and a British Academy Film Award, in addition to nominations for 2 Golden Globe Awards. They don't say what it is, but Westworld, I guess this is one. I don't know. I'm trying to see what movies she's been in. Movies that I would actually know.
All right, let's get to.
All right. Anyway, um, I didn't really pay attention to her comments. I heard it. To me, I'm just like, this is somebody else who's delusional and think more of themselves than should be. Hey, you don't want some of my pancakes now. So these are the comments that I was about to play that she made. So let me play it on here.
I wanted so desperately to apologize every day to darker skinned actresses to say, I'm sorry that I'm the one chosen. My mama looks like you. It's been very painful to have women that look like my mum.
Can you do it?
I'm not representing them. I'm taking from them, taking their men, taking their work, taking their truth. I didn't mean to, but I do think that any women of colour who, whether they're pale or whatever, who've managed to help other actors, get into this business.
Is she crying?
We matter. I was worried about my light skinness because my light skinness has been more problematic than being black. Is being light skinned. Has been way in their work, taking their truth. I didn't mean to.
Taking their truth.
But I do think that any women of colour who, whether they're pale or whatever, who've managed to help other actors, get into this business. We matter. I was worried about my light skinness because my light skinness has been more problematic than being black. Is being light skinned. Has been way more problematic than being black in my life. Literally. I was black in England. I mean, dark skinned. So then I went to America and I was dark skinned. I thought I was dark skinned and I would describe myself as dark skinned. It's like, you're light skinned. And suddenly I was someone that, for being light skinned. I got more prejudice from black people. I didn't understand. I literally didn't understand. I thought, you're my brethren, what's happening?
She said she got more problematic with racism from black people than she did.
Yeah, what does that mean?
You know how many light-skinned black women we have in America? I mean, colorism ain't that deep if you're talking about more problematic on the other side. Said when she was in England, she was considered dark-skinned. Ain't nobody gonna mistake you for dark-skinned. People know what dark-skin mean. I don't care what part of the country you're in. People know what dark-skin means. I mean, I call BS on everything that she's saying right now. Can't curse in front of the little one, so she is messing up my podcast. All right, but let me listen.
So interestingly, I now realize that my internalized prejudice was stopping me from feeling like I could play this role. When it's precisely that prejudice that I've received. It doesn't matter if it's from African American women more than anyone else. It doesn't matter. I received anyone who's received prejudice feels this character, right?
Well, you don't bring her back in
I
here.
love the fact that I overcame that.
I'm going to do this by myself, though.
You're the one. You're the one.
All I'm saying is before you park on someone's property, you have to ask.
I just thank God that my light skin didn't stop that from happening.
Yeah, she's crying.
I'm so, that it didn't cause more pain. Sorry, I hadn't actually made that connection before. For me as a woman, that one of the reasons why it's so painful to be distrusted by African American women, darker skin.
To be distrusted by African American women.
Well, what's the problem? Where from all this? What happened?
She claims that because of her light skin, she's responsible for taking the jobs from Black American women and taking their men.
What?
Yo, man, this chick, she's something else. And this, I mean, it's like it comes at the worst time possible with everything going on with the diaspora and all the bickering that's going on. And she comes out with this, like,
people would just throw shades on her. They would say all sort of stuff to you.
Man, somebody on a comment said, I'm mixed race and I find this apology so disingenuous and quite frankly insulting. Darker skinned Black female actresses certainly do not feel threatened by Thandie Newton of her career. She needs to get a clue. And someone else said, perfect example of why you don't always have to say what's on your mind out loud. Oh man. Someone else said this is truly insanity. I'm 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 like, yo, where's this coming from? Like
That's I'm not getting it. Where is it coming from?
somebody said, and she said taking their men. That's what I said. She is married to whole white man. This is insane. Taking their men. You're married to a
Your white man.
white
So
guy.
what's the competition?
Yeah, no,
There's no competition.
you over there. So
Right.
what's the problem?
Totally
Why are you even talking about black men?
You far away.
And this, see, I don't have a problem. I don't. You can marry whoever. I don't have a problem with that. That's not my issue right here. My issue is that when you're over there, why make any comments about what's going on over here?
I mean, she needs it.
She missed it. She probably got a taste on one of her acting gigs and said, "Damn, forgot what it was like." But yeah, so her being an immigrant and being able to, I guess, grow up in London or whatever it is, and still at the same time come over to America. I guess that's where she's doing a movie, or she just did a movie and it's coming out. I'm like, do what you do, but I just don't get the over evaluation of oneself like that. You're not. I've never even heard of the girl before, and I'm not like the end all be all, but I'm saying most Black American actresses who are somebody I've heard of or seen them. Her, I don't know. I even got her mixed up. When people get you mixed up with someone else, you ain't that popular. Yeah, you ain't that big of a deal. I know Zoe. I don't know you. But yeah, and it's like I said, man, certain people just don't know how to read the room. They don't know the atmosphere of what's going on around them. And sometimes, like in her situation, people are so far gone from the black community that they don't even have a clue. And she's shown that she doesn't have a clue whatsoever. And it's like I just don't get it. Why say anything?
How old is she?
49, 50-year old.
All over her forehead and all
Yeah,
that.
50 years old. She ain't taking nobody, man. Actress or no actress, nobody hardly even knows you. This is crazy, and it's sad because
Yeah, really sad.
and she's it's like she's giving more immigrants even a worse name than what's already being placed on them. And it's like the one thing we don't need anymore. Like we don't need anymore. There's people lighting a flyer, um putting a match to the candle.
We call it from frying pan to fire.
Call it what?
From frying pan to fire.
From fire. Yeah, I've heard that. From the fire pan to fire. And yeah, man. So this girl, let me check some more of the comments. Someone else, his name Sungazer, said this is the saddest, most pathetic thing I've ever seen in a while. And she don't even get how stupid she sounds. And she had the nerve to cry over it. I'm sorry for taking your men and taking your jobs. Who job you take?
She needs to be divorced. Her husband
No, she needs to stay right over there. They go good together because they probably both think alike. So no need to come back over here. I don't know if she's ever been. But oh man. Let me
You look kind of busy.
she's like, what y'all doing over there? Somebody said Thaddy Wee. I'm gonna call it Thaddy Wee, even if that's not a name. It's just a mixed race woman, not a light skinned woman. There's a difference.
Right.
And yeah, she's mixed race, so she's not
Yeah.
light skinned.
You
Yeah.
can tell it from the color, the complexion.
I wonder who her parents is. Let me see if I can find her
But she's
parents.
not light skinned.
I'm trying to let me see if I can pull up her parents. Okay, here come my parents. Oh yeah, so she's mixed race. Her father is white, and
Okay.
her mother's black. So she's not a light. I mean, she's a mixed race. I mean, light skinned women
Yeah,
are
mixed race, different races.
light skinned women are considered from two black parents with light skin. Just have light skin.
Yeah.
So she's not even, a light skinned black woman. So like you said, she's mixed race. But she don't seem to get that. But the thing is, with people like her, they use their so-called blackness or their black card, even if they're half and half, when it's convenient for them. Only when it's convenient, But a lot of times, it's like she's literally throwing shade on black people, but she's trying to do it in such she's doing it in a provocative way, but it's mild tempered to make it seem like she's sincere about what she's saying. I mean, the words alone, if you read the words if you took her words and put it on paper, it would seem like she's totally disrespecting someone. Only because she said it with a crying voice, she thought that people was going to take it and be like, "Oh, we feel so bad. We forgive you." There's nothing to forgive. I don't know who job she took, but anyway, that's what's going on right now with her. And I have no clue how her friends or her family in the United Kingdom feels, but over here, everybody's taking it as absolute disrespect. And whatever apology she's going to come with after this is not going to mean much of anything at all. So I can't say she's going to get a car revoked because I don't really think she ever had one. So she'd be all right. She just stay in the same place that she's always been. So that's what that is. And I can't wait to someone say, well, I can't even say that because I don't know where her father is from. I'm trying to. His name is Nick Newton. Doesn't say. This shows their picture. Doesn't say where they're from. I would like to know where he's from. Oh, likely the UK. Duh. So I would say he's from the UK, and she's from Zimbabwe. So people, ah, people, man, I just don't know sometimes. And we just been over this with the Tariq Nasheed thing, going at African
Government.
immigrants. The government.
Did
It's the government. The government.
he say government or
Gubba.
government?
Gubba.
Government. Is
Make
he
it,
trying to say that's how Africans call it?
exactly.
Please.
It's the government. Government.
Like a toddler trying to talk.
Yeah, so man, this is crazy. So it's like people like her need to get roasted. But like I said, she's never been any exemplification or any promoter for the black community in the first place. So I mean, at the end of the day, I don't really see this worth talking about for long term because, like I said, she's not really a big deal as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, you should have brought something else for us to talk about.
Yeah, I just wanted to talk about this so I could upload it to the podcast because this was the news for the day. And basically, we're just going to do like even if it's just like 10, 15 minutes, do the news for the day. And some will be longer, some will be shorter. But that's just what it is. So just wanted to give my little viewpoint on that and just say, man, Thaddy Way, listen, cut it out. Go back to your man. Stay over there. You ain't want it and you ain't never been needed over here. So that's how I feel about it. How you feel about the situation? I ain't talking to you. How you feel about the situation?
Well, I think it's very disrespectful to your own kind, to be talking like that. You think you're more pretty or you're more desirable because your skin color is way brighter than the others.
And that's another thing.
So
She takes her skin color. That's white supremacy.
right.
Because of her skin color, she thinks she's greater and better than someone else.
And it's
Like,
so sad when it's coming from your own
and
kind.
then she's like, oh, because my mom is dark, and every time I see dark skinned women, I see my mom. What the freak you talking about? Woman, if you don't get your eight over there, yo man, this is crazy. And what else I was gonna say?
Mm.
I'll say, see, people like her give the other ones a bad name.
Hmm.
And there are a lot of them like that that's over here, especially when you get one that's from Africa and they're mixed with white and they're black.
Mm.
They automatically think they're better than the Africans that they live around in the
Yeah.
country that they're from. And if people really check themselves, they will understand that your color don't make you anything. If anything, you should be proud of your um, melanin skin. I mean, because
It's
that's a
low
special thing.
mentality. Those with low mentality that thinks that your
It's
skin
insecurity.
color, right? Yeah. That
Because
means you're not even, I don't know how to say, if you think your skin color can get you, then you know what's anything.
yeah, because you got to depend on
Yeah, you
that.
have to depend on your skin color.
I depend on my skills and everything that I have the ability to do from within.
Then you know what's anything. And all those who are always
God's
against
grace.
black and chocolate colors, you can never be chocolate. You can be light skin. You can get it at a store. You can go to cosmetic store and get it there. You can get it through
Yeah, you can't make
surgery.
yourself black.
Yeah, but you can never get yourself that beautiful skin, that melanin. How do you call it?
Melanin.
We call it melanin.
What makes you ashamed
You-
of being black?
you just can't get it.
All right, so like I said, man, this was a quick one for the podcast. Make sure you guys, if you're not here on the podcast, make sure you check our podcast out on the Deli. It's called The Marion Ghana Show. You can catch it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts at. Make sure you check us out every single day. And make sure you tune into our Instagram Live. We had a great show tonight. Go over there to Instagram, check out our live that we did. We had two great interviews with two Nigerian sisters who are both looking for a Black American, or at least I know the one is. Basically, we talked to these sisters, and they're open to marrying Black American men, so we could bridge the gap between the two, the African American / Black American and Africans. So we on this mission, man. Make sure y'all continue to tune in. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like, and make sure you share. All right, guys, we out.
And you, Black Americans, stop hating us.
Nobody don't hate y'all.
Stop hating Africans. We are one. We don't hate you.
They hate the sellouts. They hate the sellouts. That's the difference. They hate the sellouts. And
That's
there's no
understandable.
and there's no difference from foundational Black Americans. When they sell out, we feel the same way about them too. You know what got me though? I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't even gonna bring this up. You know, how you listen to the YouTube show Professor Truth in the morning? My man went off, right? What was the show about? It was about Joe Rogan. You don't know him. You ever see Fear Factor?
No.
Where, all right. Well, the show was this. It was an episode on Dave Chappelle. He made fun of the show where he was a crackhead, Tyrone, and he was like, "I want to make an honest woman
Dave
out of you."
Chappelle is always making fun of someone.
And he had the big coat, the big crack rock. When he married the woman, they started doing a dance like that. Yeah, and then he was in a pit with the worms and everything, and they was like, "Tyrone, you get out now." He was like, "I mean, my paper. Could you turn the lights off, Joe Rogan?" He wanted to catch up on his sleep while the worms was all cold. But anyway, the episode was about that. So damn man, he went off on a rock, Dwayne Johnson, because The Rock had Joe Rogan back. And after he found out, after the word came out that Joe Rogan used the N word, the NIGEER word on a regular basis, then The Rock started to pull his support for him. But then my man went in on Willie D. Oh, you gotta listen to this part though. Yo, I gotta play this real quick. Let me find it on my YouTube. This part had me dying, but at the same time, I'm saying to myself, why my man come at Willie D though? That part I didn't understand. But you know Willie D, the one what do you say about Willie D all the time when I turn him on? Tell the truth.
No.
Tell the truth. What you say about Willie D every time I
Zip.
You're not gonna say it on camera.
Zip.
Oh man.
I'll say it to you in the bedroom.
Oh man, hold on. Let me.
Family and fellow soldiers? No. But yeah, he was on the radar, just a matter of not enough people had gotten together. They hadn't aggregated.
It's one of the titles of one of his albums.
You know, I'm surprised that he didn't
We should have did
in
it on this too.
1974. But since Joe Rogan doesn't actually know anything about Richard Pryor, he predictably is,
what do you see? And I said, I see all. And it made me say, oh my God, I've been
We should have did it on this though. But
usual suspects, the white right-wingers, and a few casual racists who would themselves claim not to be part of the white right. They were trying to defend this clown. Obviously, the world's worst-smelling vagrant, Tim Pool, was whining that Joe Rogan said he was sorry, and people are still piling on him. See, this is why it doesn't make sense to apologize to these people. Tim Fool has so much wax in his ears and crap in his that no one at all. And that's the real problem. That's why he's using a straw
Time
man. Joe Rogan was giving
trying to
an
get to the
apology
part
that
where we're
absolutely nobody asked for. Where was anyone saying, "Oh, Rogan, you got to apologize for this"? People said, "Apologies, hell, you got to be home." That's the white supremacists trying to do there.
Yeah, why do they do that though?
You guys
They
got
say
an apology
whatever
and
they
you're
want and then
still
later
mad.
come
Well,
back to
apologize.
Yeah.
That's the game plan.
And they only apologize when people are trying
Nobody
to
asked for an apology.
go against whatever they said.
When they
What's
when
the
they get their
point?
car
Nobody
pulled.
said you need to apologize for your vaccine remarks. They said, no, just go ahead and get on Spotify.
All right, come on now.
All the money that Spotify makes off of black musicians, and they give it
Let's see.
all the money that Spotify makes off of black musicians, as we happen to making more money than he was. And the same thing goes for Venus and Serena Williams, especially Serena.
Yeah,
Nobody was saying we want an apology from them. Nobody wants anything from them. But this is the white right acting like the pathetic broken records they are. They only one or two talking points. They've never bothered to update the material. So even when they make no sense, these clowns say it anyway because that's all they can think of. It's like when you have one of those sci-fi movies where the evil roots, and talking about the Afro-Canadian roots so much. You had to have Don Winslow, a white man, going on Twitter telling this. Now that you're looking at him, all of a sudden, I suddenly realized I can read.
Talking about the rock.
And yet another example of why washed-up rappers from the 90s need to stay in obscurity. Willie D, and I'm convinced that D stands for dumb.
Damn.
These pictures with Joe Rogan have come back to haunt him, and all the praise and defense that he's been giving this clown. Oh, well, Joe Rogan, he ain't no racist. You know what? I'm trying to get my next mixtape on Amazon. I need some people to buy this thing. Willie D went from writing songs about coons to being one. Damn. So you got...
Yo! Why my man going on Willie D, man? So now we're going to have to extend this podcast and talk about it, though. Well, yeah, on the real. So switching lanes for a quick second. So this was about Joe Rogan, about Professor Black Truth or Pro. What do you got? PROF, Black Truth, abbreviated. But yeah, so come to find out, like I said, this man was on Fear Factor. That's how I know him from or whatever. That was back in like the early 2000s, something like that. So now all of a sudden this man got a podcast on Spotify. They gave him $100 million contract to talk basically about nothing. And people ain't start coming for him until he started talking about the COVID vaccine, this and the other. So they wanted him off the show. Like, yo, you gotta go, blah, blah. Spotify wasn't with it. But you had people, musicians pulling their music from Spotify, all because this man said something that he disagreed with the vaccine. I had no problem with that. Me, you have your own mind versus that. But depending on who you are, where you are, you know, you're going to pay a penalty cost, you know, like I said, depending on the circumstances. But now this man talked about, let me let you hear. Evidently, he actually went here, I believe, to the art school here in Philadelphia, right there in South Philly, where I'm from. So this is what he said that got him in trouble with this. I hope you don't mind me using this, Professor Black.
Either Joe Rogan is a mouth-frothing racist. A minute, just stirring his stomach. He was just caught up in his words. He's trying.
I go to one where there's Planet of the Apes. I'm going to go see Planet of the Apes. So I look on the iPhone app, and it says, "Okay, take me to this one." And the guy goes, "Okay." He goes, "Is that in a good neighborhood?" He's like, "Oh yeah." Guy barely speaks English. He takes us there. We get out, and we're giggling. "Oh, we're going to see Planet of the Apes." We walked into Planet of the Apes. We walked into Africa, dude. We walked in the door, and there was no white people.
I did not, nor would I ever say that black people are apes, but it sure fucking sounded like that. And I immediately afterwards said, that's a racist thing to say. Planet of the Apes wasn't even in Africa. I was just saying,
the hell I got to do with it?
Black people there. I did.
Did you pause it?
Yeah.
Please, I want to hear.
Nor would I ever say that black people are apes. I was just saying there's a lot of black people there. I did not, nor would I ever say that black people are apes. I was just saying there's a lot of black people there.
There's Uncle Joe.
Apes. Gorillas.
Oh, okay.
So he said he walked into the Planet of the Apes. It was like walking in Africa. Not a white person there.
And who even led him to Africa? Who asked him to go there? Which part of Africa did he go?
He's talking about a school in South Philly, Rookie. I just explained that. A school in South Philly.
So he's using that to describe it.
Yes. Using the Planet of the Apes in Africa to describe a school here in South Philly that he walked into.
Wow.
And he didn't think that was racist at the time that he saw it.
So is he trying to say the school is not that good or what?
Rugi, baby, I know you from Africa.
I don't get it. You say he's trying to use the school.
Rookie.
Mm-hmm. Make me understand.
White people, those slurs at black people, they call them monkeys.
I know.
Ape is a...
I know. The school he's using to... You said he's using the school. When he stepped in the school, he said what?
He walked into Planet of the Apes. I'm in Africa. I'm a white guy.
So he's using the word apes to describe Africans.
No, Rookie. South Philly is not Africa. South Philadelphia is in the United States, here in Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
So if he's using that, walking into a school in South Philly,
uh-huh.
Why are you saying African? He's using that. There's no Africans in that school. This got to do with him just using a slur against black people.
And it's the same thing, Africa black. Is it not the same thing?
Oh.
Black people, what are you trying to say? Okay.
Oh, man.
Okay, let's just leave it there.
See, this is why
you also don't understand me.
This is why white people get over y'all Africans so easy.
How you mean?
This is why they be getting over on y'all so easy.
Like how?
Oh, Rookie.
How did they get it not so easy?
It's like walking into Planet of the Apes, meaning it's a bunch of monkeys, bunch of
black people.
Yes.
Yes. So what I get it.
So why you keep saying he's trying to say something about Africans?
Okay, let's just leave it there.
No, I want you to understand.
I understand, but you also don't understand.
He walked into a school of black African Americans.
Because of the outside, so let's just leave it there.
He walked into a school of black American people.
Okay. Yep.
Take the H part away. He said it's like walking into Africa.
Mm.
White people think Africa's full of nothing but black people, which is not true. But that's what he was generalizing. A school looked like it was Africa because it was nothing but black people. Planet of the Apes are apes, monkeys, gorillas. White people use that as a slur to denigrate black people.
Get it.
So he used basically a racial slur. You get it now?
I said I get it.
See? That's why I should be a teacher. I gotta take my time to explain. It's like, but so now Spotify don't want to kick him off because I guess he brings them a lot of money for views, for listeners, and so forth. But now you got a lot of musicians taking their songs and everything, their catalog off of Spotify. So basically, like you said, is when like racist people say something bad, then they get called out for it, and when it's about to hurt their pockets, they want to come out and apologize.
Mm.
Because if we really believe that, he would have made the apology during that or right after the episode.
It's not even an apology. It's like you don't you just came back to retrieve whatever you lost. He said that so that you can gain whatever you lost.
Yeah, his best bet was to say that, you know what, man, I have racist thoughts and it's because of my upbringing and it's not an excuse and I need to be held accountable and whatever the ramifications are, I accept, but I do want to work with others to help me understand so that this never happens again. And I can be there to make sure that the people around me don't make the same mistakes. They understand the plight of black people in America. That would have been an apology that people would have been like, okay, at least it sounds like he's trying. But this didn't even sound like he was trying. It was just like he was trying to cover his own ass.
And you see how he's trying to justify. He said right after he made a statement, he said it right away that was a racial slur or whatever.
It was no apology. It's on his channel like it was a joke. So, all right. So we went into another whole subject. All right. Hopefully this was a good podcast, man. Like I said, check out the podcast, The Mariana Show. We got to get out of here.
Yeah.
All right. Peace, y'all. End broadcast.